Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of White Spider Wednesday. It has been a while. I've been super busy, so I haven't had a chance to do an episode in a while, but today I wanted to talk about metal prints, which I love and always recommend to a lot of my clients. Whenever they ask me what should they get canvas, should they get metal, should they do paper and get it framed. I love metal prints. I think they're really cool looking, and they're easy to hang out of the box. They got mounts right in the back, boom, right on the wall, and they look beautiful. Another reason with all of this being extra clean and such these days, and making sure that things are sterile and whatnot, so metal prints are very hygienic. And I'm going to read a little excerpt here from my friends at Bay Photo where I get my prints, and then we're going to do an unveiling. But according to them, and I'll post this link within the video so you guys can read all about this stuff. I'm just going to reel off a little blurb here. They are the most germ resistant of all prints. Metal print surfaces are cross-linked in nature, meaning there are no open or closed pores, so you can easily and thoroughly clean them with a variety of cleaners and disinfecting chemicals. As if we need another reason to love metal prints. So they're awesome to look at, beautiful color. You have a variety of styles you can get. You can do matte finish, you can do semi-gloss, you can do gloss, and that all depends on where you're putting it on the wall and the room environment. Really, really bright rooms, you don't want to go with a gloss because you're going to get a lot of reflection. Go with a matte surface, or satin is what they call it. Other rooms that are darker, you can get away with a gloss. There's pros and cons to each one, so if you're thinking about ordering a print and you want to hit me up for ideas and kind of tell me where you're putting it, I'll be more than happy to offer suggestions. So without further ado, let's get into unveiling some prints. So this one, this was a big one, and so they put it in a crate, and this is a 20 by 50, and so they put it in this crate, as you can see, and there's about 18 screws that go around this, and so to save time I took all the screws out. And so now we're going to actually open this up and take a look at it. So let's put this aside, and we're going to pop this baby open. Alright, one more at the bottom. And so I had a design for this, and there's other pieces that are going to go with this. I kind of did a custom cluster of images. But this is a Milky Way that I shot, I'd say probably a couple of years ago. It's a vertical panorama, and shot this with a 50mm lens at like f1.8. I'll put the rest of the specs in. But I went with a semi-gloss just because of the room it's going to be in. Is going to be pretty bright. You can see they packed this stuff pretty good. Now this one in particular, because it was so big, it's got a different kind of frame structure, and they've given me hardware to mount it. But normally it'll just be a cleat on the back and you just hang it, and I'll show you that on some of the other ones. Alright, so I'm going to try and get all this in frame. So there she is. Nice big Milky Way shot. I'll go this way so I can show you the whole thing. It's pretty big. But I've got a really tall ceiling up in my living room. So I have a big wall to fill. So that's why I went so large with this one. But yeah, it looks nice. Turned out really good. So looking forward to getting that one hung up. Once I get them hung up, I'll take a picture and try to include it in with this video. So let's put that one aside. So part 2, let's get some of this stuff out of the way. So part 2, now these are smaller pieces. They come in a standard box. So you don't need the crate for these because they're not as big. But we'll just let's go ahead and pull these out of here. And you'll see when they ship them, you know, they pack them up pretty nice. Not the most elegant unveiling. But hey, you know, we do what we can. Alright, let's get these unveiled. Boy, they got this taped up good. So that was a bit of work trying to get all these panels out. I'm just going to show you one of them. So this is going to be one of 6 that will go alongside of the Milky Way shot to create a custom cluster. So yeah, they look nice, and it'll look kind of cool. It just looks kind of bland right now, but when you see it all together, it'll look pretty cool. So jumping into a couple more metal prints that these are ready to hang. Oh, by the way, while I have the bag off of this one, so on the smaller ones you can see it's just a cleat on the back, and you just hang them up on the wall, good to go. And these are similar. So this first one, this was a drone shot that I did out my way here of the lake. It was a beautiful sunset, and that's also a semi-gloss. It turned out really nice. It looks good. I'll set that one there. And then this one, this one's kind of an old favorite of mine. I've always wanted to get a print of it. I got one done about 3 years ago. I shot it about 4 or 5 years ago, and I got one printed for an exhibit, and it sold that night. So I never got to take it home, which is a good thing. And I always wanted to get one for myself. Certainly it's for sale. And but this was a underpass out in Woodstock, Virginia. One of my all-time faves. And wanted to get a print of it. And these are 24 by 36. So nice size, fills a wall nice. So yeah, some pretty cool stuff. If you're interested in purchasing some prints, just go to whitespiderinc.com, click on photography. That will take you over to my photo site where you can browse, purchase, and enjoy. So that's it for this episode. Just a quick unveiling. I wanted to talk a little bit about metal prints. Hope everybody's doing well. Hang in there and stay safe. All right, catch you later.